Hello and welcome to this 360 Tech video. Today we are going to be making a basic song in Logic Pro. As I mentioned in my last video, Logic Pro is a digital audio workstation sold by Apple and is used to record and edit digital music. Last time I showed how to connect a MIDI keyboard to your Mac, and now we'll be making a basic song. To do this, open Logic and make a new file. Choose Software Instrument. So now if you watch the last video, we should be able to play the keyboard through our Mac. So now I'll be showing how to make a basic song. To do this, you should probably have a basic idea of what you want it to sound like before you start making it. First, let's try to find a synth. Alchemy has a lot of great options, though there are other ones as well. If you don't already have the library open, you can go to View and say Show Library. Here, you can try to find other synths. For example, if we went to Basic, Leads, and let's try a buzzing metallic lead. Another useful way to find a synth is to click this on Alchemy. And then we can search and narrow down our synths. So now we'll find our synth. Once you've found a synth, we can exit the window and start recording. Depending on what you want, you can turn the count off, on or off, and also the metronome. To start recording, press the record button or the R on your keyboard. Once it's recording, you can play on the keyboard to record. So there I messed up. But the good part was up until measure 5. So what I can do is click there and then say split a playhead, which you can also do by doing Command T. And then I can delete this part over here. To edit this in detail, I can double click it. To play, press space. So then what I would want to do, if I wanted these to be exact, is what you can do is select all of them. And then this is quantizing. And what it does is it aligns them to the nearest 16th note. So if the strength is at 100 and you press the Q, then it aligns them all nicely. Let's listen to it again. And then what I'm thinking for my song is having this over again. So what you can do is do Control-C and then Control-V. Or you can hold down Option and drag it. I want to make a few changes to this, and we'll see how we can do that. So I'm thinking maybe that. And then I can actually record over this. So if I wanted to do another part, like maybe so for mine, what I'm thinking is that I'll add another little part to the end of this. So I can do Command T to split this and delete the end. And then maybe I'll add something like... Actually, before I do this, I should note that you might not have it this way. I don't know the default settings for this. But what I do have is in Record here on overlapping MIDI recordings, I have Replace for cycle off and Merge for cycle on. Actually, right now, for what I'm doing, I'm going to change cycle off to merge. So what this will do now is when I record notes over it, it should merge them into one region, instead of replacing it or making a take or anything else. And then it should just add it on. So let's listen to the whole thing now. So now I'll make a few finer adjustments to my taste. Now that I've adjusted my lead part, let's add a drum track. Let's choose Software Instrument. And this time, instead of Alchemy, we'll do Drum Machine Designer. Let's exit this, and I'll choose After Party. What I'm going to be using is the this C key for the kick, and this for the snare. And once again, it's just R to record. That sounded good. Now we can quantize it if we like. And I think I'm going to make the velocity for all of them the same. So what we can do is go to Functions here, and then MIDI transform and fixed velocity. How about I'll make it 75 or so. Let's see. Now we can exit and see how it sounds. And same as the other one, I'll probably want to add a little part right here that goes like, okay. Okay, that looks good, and I'll just do the usual stuff on it. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Now I think I might add another synth that comes in at the second part here. So we'll do another new track, Software Instrument, and let's find another synth. Okay, now that I found the synth, let's record with it. Once again, I'll press R to start recording. Okay. Now I'll probably do the usual stuff like quantizing and other stuff that I do. I should note here that if you want a more natural feel, you probably shouldn't do this, but mine is pretty electronic, so I will be doing this. Okay, now let's listen to it. For a basic song, I think this turned out pretty well, and now all we have to do is export it. How I would do this is select all of this, go to File, Export, and then Selection as Audio File. You can adjust the settings for this and where to save it, and then click Export. Well, that's all for now. See you next time.